Dear students, in this video lecture I am going to explain the algorithm for bubble sort and C program. Already you learned about the algorithm for selection sort. Here also same. First step is read the list size n. Second step is read list elements. And third step to sixth is the bubble sort technique. Here we are using the two loops. Third step one for loop and fourth step one more for loop. This is the outer loop and this is inner loop. This outer loop is used for number of passes. Why? Because if list contains n passes, n elements, n minus 1 passes required. That's why the first for loop, outer loop is using for number of passes and inner loop using for actual technique. That means what is the technique we are using in bubble sort? Just compare two consecutive elements from 1 to n in first pass. See example, if I equal to 1 first pass, come to the inner loop. So inner loop, how many elements we need to compare? 1 to n minus I. Okay. Now coming to here, inner loop, what we are doing? Checking two consecutive elements j plus 1, that means 1 2 2. If j equal to 1 1 2 we are comparing, j equal to 2 3 we are comparing, j equal to 3 3 4 we are comparing. That means this is the comparison of two consecutive elements. This is a statement. If at all out of order ఎప్పుడు చెప్తాము? First element is greater than second element. If it is true, then swap the element. This is the swap logic, already you know. Is it clear? So if I equal to 1, pass 1, come to inner loop, perform the consecutive comparisons, and if at all out of order, if any two comparison elements, then swap it. Like that, if inner loop is executed one time, automatically the largest element placed in the nth location. Coming to the second pass, I equal to 2. If I equal to 2, inner loop వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? n minus 2, 1 to n minus 2 element check చేస్తాం. Like that, for each outer loop, that means for each pass, get into the inner loop, compare the elements, two consecutive elements, and if at all out of order, change. This is the logic we are going to implement. After n minus 1 passes is over, come to the seventh step, print the list. Just C program is just convert this algorithm into program. Already what you done in selections are same. Here come to here, declaration part, array declaration, temp, size, array size, I and j are the index variables for two for loops. The first step in algorithm is read the elements. Already we know how to read the n value. Second step is read list elements. Already we know for loop, within that we write a scanf statement. Next come to the logic. Just we are using two loops. Outer loop for passes, inner loop for arranging the number. Once we are entering into the inner loop, compare the two consecutive elements. This is the condition. If at all out of order, that means first one is greater than second one, swap it. Next, second, third, out of order, swap it. Third, fourth, out of order, swap it. Fourth, fifth, not out of order, don't swap it. Out of order only, swap it. That means condition is true, then only swap the elements. So this is the way comparing two consecutive elements from 1 to n minus 1, so that one element is placed in the sorted location. Then go to the second pass, again come to here, inner loop, again compare from 1 to n minus 1, second pass, two consecutive elements. Finally, the second element, largest element placed in the n minus 1th location. Go to the third pass, I equal to 3, come to inner loop, again find the third largest element and place in the n minus 3 location, and so on. So this is the way. Once list is sorted, just you have to print the list elements. Already we know using for loop, and within that you write printf statement. Now we have to know the time complexity of bubble sort. Time complexity is same simple. Come to the bubble sort also required n minus 1 passes. First you see, to find the time complexity bubble sort, already we know selection sort, same thing. Here also we require n passes. First we find the individual passes, how many comparisons we required to sort largest element in the appropriate location. Coming to the first pass, how many comparisons we made? First to n minus 1. So n minus 1 comparisons we required. Pass 2. So one element is over. Next second element is compared to third and so on. N minus 2 passes, n minus 3 passes and so on. Last one comparison is required. As usual, the same in selection sort. Now, what is the time complexity? Total number of comparisons in all passes. That is equal to T of n equal time complexity T of n equal to pass 1 plus pass 2 plus and so on pass n minus 1. This is the already I have explained in the selection sort also, same thing. Here number of passes for pass 1 n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 and so on, last pass 1. Already we know 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on, n into n plus 1 by 2. Now apply this formula here. Here n is n minus 1, n into n minus 1, n into n plus 1 by 2, n minus 1 into by. Finally we get the equation n square by 2 minus n by 2. If at all equation once we got the equation, in this equation we identify all the individual terms and see that which term having the highest degree. The highest degree term is the time complexity. Within the highest degree term, again we neglect the constant term 1 by 2. Just we take the variable term, where here the variable term is n square. So the time complexity of bubble sort is order of n square. In general, time complexity represent with the big O notation. So T of n equal to big O of n square. Generally we called as big O is order of. So T of n equal to order of n square. This is the time complexity for bubble sort. So see you in the next video with the insertion sort.